I feel like the biggest area I've made progress in is definitely conversational tone and using less crutch words. In the past, when I'd use speeches, I'd use a lot of filler words and those such, and it would really disrupt the flow, and I wasn't able to communicate my ideas as clearly. Also, I would use the wrong tone sometimes. I would feel a little too like formal and not very conversational. And this class has really helped me improve my conversational tone, which I think in turn has helped me connect better with my audience and get my point across more clearly in the way that I want and make everything I'm saying more easy to like digest for the audience. And what's been most helpful in my development, the speeches that we were assigned were very helpful because we were able to talk about things that we were passionate about, but also we had clear criteria to meet, which was definitely improvement for me because I didn't used to really plan for speeches or anything. I would kind of wing them, and it worked out fine because we weren't graded very harshly on speeches. But now that we're being graded by lack of filler words and having like clear flow and just quality of the speech, had to prepare a little bit, practice, have notes and all that, and that was really helpful in me developing as a speaker, just because I think that was very necessary improvement. Also, a big thing that was really helpful was watching the great speakers, like being able to not really steal anything from them, but develop some of their traits that we'd see. Like when we watch Obama speak, you'd notice some things that were really good, like how he connects with the audience, uses a really good balance of humor, and using that to get your points across clearly and like make them easy to digest. And the guy that was talking about farming in LA, it showed that even if you're not perfect speaking, like using crutch words and some other things that just from a public speaking standpoint aren't great, you can still get your point across really well if you use humor, conversational tone, and connect with your audience. And most challenging for me was probably just preparing more, because in the past I never did that. That was a little bit of a change. Definitely a good one. Definitely saw a lot of benefits in my speeches for that. But it was just a lot more work than I used to put into speeches. And that was slightly challenging at first, but now that I've gotten used to doing on the speeches, I think it'll be greatly helpful in the future and has improved the quality of my speeches for sure. And what I can do to continue to improve, I'd say, is just continue to work on my conversational tone, get even more prepared for speeches, like know every word perfectly in delivery. Probably work in a little bit more humor into speeches. I've noticed from other classmates that really helps get your point across, kind of break the ice, kind of break that barrier between you as a speaker and your audience. And also just continue to put more emotion into my speeches. I think that's something that sometimes speeches lack. A lot of times you don't get to choose the topic, but I want to be able to put more emotion into a speech, even if I don't actually feel emotion in it, but just to convey that to the audience.